The history of the National Basketball Association (NBA) is a long and fascinating one, filled with exciting games, iconic players, and memorable moments. In this article, we will delve deep into the history of the NBA, exploring its origins, major milestones, and evolution into the global phenomenon that it is today. Origins of the NBA. The NBA was founded in 1946, as the Basketball Association of America (BAA). The BAA was created by a group of owners of major ice hockey arenas in the northeastern and midwestern United States. Their goal was to establish a professional basketball league that would attract large crowds to their arenas during the winter months, when hockey was not being played. The BAA's first game was played on November 1, 1946, between the New York Knicks and the Toronto Huskies. The Knicks won 68-66 in front of a crowd of 7,090 spectators at Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. In 1949, the BAA merged with the National Basketball League (NBL) to form the NBA. The NBA started with 17 teams, and its first commissioner was Maurice Podoloff. Early years of the NBA. In the early years of the NBA, the league struggled to establish itself as a major professional sports league. Teams were financially unstable, and many folded after just 1 or 2 seasons. The NBA's popularity was also limited, with many Americans preferring baseball, football, and college basketball. However, the NBA began to gain traction in the 1950s, thanks to the emergence of talented players like George Mikan, Bob Cousy, and Bill Russell. These players helped to showcase the fast-paced, high-scoring nature of the sport, and drew in new fans. The 1960s and 1970s a golden age for the NBA. The 1960s and 1970s were a golden age for the NBA, as the league's popularity soared and its best players became household names. The Boston Celtics, led by Bill Russell, dominated the NBA in the 1960s, winning 11 championships in 13 years. Other great players of this era included Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. These players helped to establish the NBA as a major professional sports league in the United States. And the league's popularity continued to grow throughout the 1970s. The 1980s the emergence of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. The 1980s saw the emergence of 2 of the greatest players in NBA history, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Johnson, a dynamic point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, and Bird, a versatile forward for the Boston Celtics, had a fierce rivalry that captivated NBA fans. The Lakers and Celtics also became bitter rivals, meeting in the NBA Finals 3 times in the 1980s. The 1980s were a decade of great growth for the NBA, as the league's popularity reached new heights and the sport became a global phenomenon. The 1990s the era of Michael Jordan. The 1990s were dominated by one player, Michael Jordan. Jordan, a shooting guard for the Chicago Bulls, was widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time. He won 6 NBA championships with the Bulls, and his fierce competitiveness and dazzling skills captivated fans around the world. Jordan's success helped to establish the NBA as a global brand, and the league's popularity continued to grow throughout the 1990s. The 1992 United States men's Olympic basketball team, known as the Dream Team, also helped to increase the NBA's international appeal. The 2000s and beyond the 2000s saw the NBA continue to grow as a global brand, with an increasing number of international players joining the league. The NBA's popularity in China, in particular, skyrocketed thanks to the success of players like Yao Ming, who played for the Houston Rockets from 2002 to 2011. The NBA also expanded its reach beyond North America, hosting regular season games in Europe and Asia. The league's All-Star Game and NBA Finals have also become major international events, attracting millions of viewers from around the world. Today, the NBA is one of the most popular and lucrative professional sports leagues in the world. The league has 30 teams, and its top players are among the highest-paid athletes in any sport. The NBA's global appeal shows no signs of slowing down, and the league continues to push boundaries and innovate in order to stay ahead of the curve. The history of the NBA is a rich and complex one, filled with fascinating stories and characters. From its humble beginnings in the 1940s to its current status as a global phenomenon, the NBA has come a long way, and its evolution shows no signs of stopping. As the league continues to grow and evolve, we can only imagine what the future holds for the NBA and its fans. In recent years, the NBA has also embraced technology and social media, using platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to engage with fans and promote the league. The NBA's players have become social media influencers, with millions of followers and a significant impact on popular culture. The league has also embraced new technologies like virtual reality and augmented reality, providing fans with innovative ways to experience the game. In addition, the NBA has been at the forefront of social justice and activism, with players and coaches using their platforms to speak out against racism, inequality, and police brutality. The NBA has also made strides in promoting diversity and inclusion, with the league's front offices and coaching staffs becoming more diverse. And initiatives like the NBA's Diversity and Inclusion Council working to create a more inclusive and equitable workplace. In conclusion, the history of the NBA is not just a story of basketball, but also a story of innovation, growth, and social change. From its early struggles to its current status as a global brand, the NBA has demonstrated the power of sports to bring people together and drive positive change in society. As the league looks to the future, it will continue to push the boundaries of what is possible and inspire fans around the world. The end.